What's going on, people? We are back again with another video, and this one right here is all about Jasmine and Dane, and this is a very interesting one. Now also there will be a little bit about Gino's role near the end, so make sure you stay tuned for the whole video. But please do start off by hitting that like button, and also at the same time please do consider hitting the subscribe button, because we are on the road to 50k before the end of February. And I know some of you guys do come here a lot of the times, watch the videos, but for some reason don't subscribe. If you could please subscribe and help us get there, that would be very fantastic. But with that being said though, let's get into this one. Now, I'm going to say everything that we're about to read and all the screenshots that I have available is all alleged, because this is a conversation between a creator and I guess somebody who knows information allegedly. Now, with that being said, shout out to 90 Day Chisme for obviously providing us with this information. But let's begin. Now, as you can see at the very beginning, this person was approached purely because, the creator wanted to find out some more research, some more information regarding Dane and Jasmine and how their relationship worked. And as you can see here, it pretty much starts off by saying that, were they actually in a relationship? No, he was not. He was her trick. She pretty much, had sex with him for money. And therefore, they were never actually in a relationship. They were never actually together, which is obviously something that is shared in that first screenshot. Now, in the second one, there's something particular here. It continues here by talking about, oh, that's crazy. Someone just literally told me that yesterday that they were not in a relationship. So what made her put him on the show? He didn't even seem like they were in a relationship. So of course, this person comes in and says, oh, same story with everyone else. Their storyline is never enough. They always got to throw in random exes. It happened with Trash Face Ariola and Benny, Dusty, Danielle and Johan, and Usman and Kimberly. The producers basically asked them if there is anyone they can call to add drama to the storyline. Jasmine's trick just happened to fit the description of someone that had to look more valuable than Gino. Businessman, more money, white? White? Why couldn't he be black and handsome? I mean, Anyway, with that being said, it continues on by saying traveler, class, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Gino is actually really a good guy that should have never been hurt in the first place. I mean, subjective, to be honest, is I feel like if you're a good person, you wouldn't put yourself in positions to be with people who are bad people. So subjective. But anyway, we continue. I actually know Gino. He's so chill and easygoing, but he has low self-esteem, which I don't know why, because he's a good-looking guy who has more than the average American. Do what you wish with that information, ladies and gentlemen. Now, also at the same time, it does continue here on the next screenshot where we get some more juice, some more tea, some more information regarding Dane and, of course, Jasmine. But right now, we've established that, well, they were never allegedly in a relationship, and legit, Dane is somebody that has a little bit of a... He has a tendency to not be able to handle himself, so therefore he needs to obviously pay for the services. And Jasmine happened to be one of those people that was happy to take in the money, which does make sense though. It does fit the description to a certain degree, because we've seen that Dane has been, allegedly give money to Jasmine anyway for her to get certain parts of herself, obviously sorted out. And to be fair, whenever Jasmine does talk about Dane, she always references their life. She never references the fact that Dane was a lovely man, like he treated her well. She's always like, oh, Dane was better than you because he knew how to F me. That's what she always says. So to be fair, what's being said here does feel like it's probably true, but again, it's all alleged. Now we continue here where obviously the creator asks the question, so do the partners know the producer are encouraging these types of behaviors? Because I mean, Benny, Johan, and Gino, even Hamza looked super annoyed, frustrated during, these episodes. No, from what I know, they don't. It's to get an unexpected reaction out of the person, but sometimes that backfires. I mean, listen, even if that's the case, if I'm in a situation where now all of a sudden you're bringing X, I'm out. You know what I mean? If you want my genuine reaction is I'm going to be disappeared. I'm not going to stick around. So the fact that these men still stick around, it sounds like a them problem, but we continue. Okay, does Jasmine still talk to Dane? Of course she does. He's in the United States. Do you think Jasmine hasn't lined up her box in the USA? That BICH is crazy, and she's not stupid. I mean, stupid is definitely not what she is. She's definitely calculated. Wow, that's super crazy. I'm really trying to wrap my head around all of this. So why would she still talk to Dane if she has Gino? Are they still together? And as you can see here, it continues by saying Dane is exactly what he is. A businessman that does business transactions. If Jasmine needs money, she knows who to call. Now, from what I know, she put hands on Gino, and it was the breaking point. So this I don't have proof of, but I know there was a serious altercation between the two of them, and they had to separate themselves after. After that, I don't know what happened. I was talking to someone yesterday about her violent tempers, and they said she really does have custody of her. She really does not have custody of her kids, and she was violent in Panama, which is why she lost them. Is it true? Do you know? Jasmine is violent. She will never be. She will never be able to bring her kids to the States, which is quite sad, isn't it? Always thinking of herself. And to be fair, if that is true, that does not surprise me to the slightest. But also at the same time, it continues here by saying, and I believe it's the court order that she has visitation rights, but they will never leave with her until they are legal age to be on their own. Some time ago, Jasmine had a mental breakdown, which causes a domino effect or things that happened. And you know what's so sad? It is sad to hear that, that allegedly Jasmine's temper is really that bad, that her violent nature is that bad, that she's even now in a position where she can't even, actually have custody of her children. And when she does see them, it's literally on a visitation basis. And if that's the case, that sucks even more, because she's now legit left her, I guess, visitation opportunities to now be in America. It's crazy because the fact that she has to wait anyway until they're older for her to be able to see them on a full-time basis, and for her to obviously bring them to America, it is rather tragic, to be honest with you. But this is what happens when we don't know how to control our temper. Now, on this last one here, it does say Jasmine is violent. Sorry, I've already read that bit. My apologies. Now, obviously, at the bottom, it does say, okay, got it. I think that's all the questions that I have for now. If I have more, I'll be here to reach out, blah, blah. Now, here's the thing. Of course, is it okay to share the conversation? And obviously, yes, for both. Now, here's the thing, though. Let's talk about Jasmine and Gino. This is where it gets interesting next. Jasmine did post this here of her in Hollywood, I assume here, of course, and standing on someone's name, and then obviously showing Dane's name. And that is something that is very, very interesting. Why would she do that? And then also, last but not least, Jasmine also came out with this one: green flags in men. Names doesn't start with G or ends with INO. So that is pretty much throwing Gino under the bus as per usual. Now, I will say this though, since this has come out, Jasmine has recently posted images of her and Gino together. But this is the problem. When it comes to Jasmine and Gino, they are always posting pictures. One minute she's posting things about how she doesn't want him, doesn't like him. Next minute she posts pictures of them being together. It is pretty much one head of a roller coaster with their relationship. And it does make me wonder one simple thing. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people feel as if Angela and Michael's relationship for many years was just nothing but a transaction, purely because he was never coming to the States. Now he's finally made to the States. I'm pretty sure people have now started changing their mind. But the reason why I bring that up is because, you see, if Gino really is that much of a nice guy, I'm not really understanding why he's still waiting around with somebody that pretty much abuses him to this level. So I do wonder if Gino and Jasmine are literally just still playing the act just to be on the show for the extra dollar. Again, this is something that we'll never know. This is something that obviously just nothing but a speculation. But I'm just saying, how can you, not get tired of being with somebody that breaks up with you, comes back with you, breaks up with you, comes back with you? I mean, it's the same thing that we've seen with Liz and Ed for many years as well, which has been completely jarring. But hey, sometimes in life, some people just don't know how to pick themselves up and move on. I really hope, given the fact that Gino has a very strong family unit, I really hope that somehow he can actually get up and leave Jasmine if he really is that much of a good person in real life. But let's not forget though, Gino met Jasmine on literally a sugar daddy website. I'm not going to say that doesn't mean that you're a good person or you're a bad person, but let's just say if you're going to meet someone on there, I'm not surprised that Jasmine is the way she is, and I'm not surprised if allegedly she was being paid for, her services beforehand. Because to be honest with you, she already has tendencies of somebody that has a very jealous nature. And no, sorry, not jealous. Yeah, she is jealous, of course. She has a very desperate nature. That is the word that I would look for, desperate nature. And that is desperate to just get exactly what she wants in life, which isn't a bad thing, but it's a bad thing because this is expense of other people, whether that be her children allegedly, and also Gino allegedly, and Dane allegedly. But nonetheless though, you guys let me know exactly what you're thinking down below, and we can most certainly talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.